Game's on the line, 4th and 10, you go for it, and you're able to get the first down with your legs. What happened there from your perspective?
They just did a good job dropping out into coverage there in the 2-minute stuff. You know, they're able to do a lot of stuff with pressure, and they didn't do that. So they dropped out underneath some things and was able to just get with my legs. And obviously on that drive, though, guys making plays, Bucky did a hell of a job extending some of these check downs and easy throws that were there.
Now, this was Monday Night Football, baby. This was a game. This was two division leaders. Excuse me. This was a division leader in the AFC South, a division leader in the NFC South, right? Now, I feel like CJ Stroud has regressed. I know he doesn't have Christian Kirk. They couldn't run the ball. Now, that defense, this might be the number 1 and the number 2 defense. Well, I was watching the Chargers. They might be up there as well. Green Bay defense is up there as well. But this is both of these defenses are top 5. Just put it like that. That Houston defense is for real. They fly around. They have Stingley. They can take away your best receiver if they want to and run. They can run mad. You can say, take him away, and we run a defense how else we want to run a defense. That's the advantage of having a lockdown corner. But then it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, Tampa Bay, you really can't run the ball on them. Like they run defense is still stout. You know what I'm saying? And they got Antoine Winfield in the secondary, and they was doing some things as well. So they kind of stopped they definitely stopped the run. But if it wasn't for that one big play early on to Nico Collins from CJ Stroud really didn't do a lot. He did throw for 207 yards, but it's kind of like he didn't really do enough to really, you know what I'm saying, propel the Houston Texans, you know what I'm saying, to a dub. Now let's get into it. We're going to get into this Nico Collins touchdown, which we seen early on in the first quarter. This was one-on-one coverage. You have, I don't know who number 27 is, but you have Nico Collins there running basically, you know what I'm saying, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they have Hassan Reddick too. So that's another thing that's sneaky about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Their front 7 is really, really good. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you playing single high safety, as you can see. So that means you have one-on-one on the outside, right? And the difference between this game and the game that probably y'all didn't see because y'all had to get up and go to work, but in that LA Chargers versus the Raiders game, the Chargers run a lot of zone because they have a Khalil Mack, because they have guys that can get pressure with their front 4. They force you to drive the ball down the field. I'm not giving you this. I'm not giving you a free touchdown by having one-on-one coverage with your best receiver. So we about to run it right here. As you can see, CJ Stroud on his back foot. As you can know, it's one-on-one coverage on the outside. All he has to do is look off the safety in the middle. He's late right here coming over. And he just, you know what I'm saying, as you know, one shin equals 2 feet. He gets his shin down right before the white chalk. This was one hell of a catch from Nico Collins. I feel like they went away from him after this because you cannot. It's kind of hard to run the ball on Tampa Bay because of Vita Veda and because of the who they got. Do they got Devin White or Levante David? I think they still got Levante David, or it might be Devin White, one of the two. But I think it's Levante David though, and it's just hard to run the ball on them. Like even if when they show this replay right here, it's just like that's just beautiful, bro. 1, he's going to tap again. 2 right there, and if you want to count this shin, you can. I'm just opposed to it. I know how gifted these receivers are, and like I said, if like the reason you're running this is because you're trying to give a look as if like we're coming to get your quarterback or we're stopping the run. If you can't stop if they can run the ball with 2 man high and you got 6 to 7 people in the box, I understand it. Like we have to stop the run. We have to bring the safety down. But if they haven't been running the ball on your defense, what is the point of doing this shit? Like you got Vita Veda, you got a nice front 7. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not giving you this. You gonna have to earn it. I like Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield won me over the past 2 years. The first year when he was in Tampa Bay and they went to the playoffs and they got that sneaky win and ended up going to the divisional round. And then last year when they end up getting another win and going to the divisional round. It's kind of like Baker Mayfield has kind of like, I've seen his progression. I've seen his growth. We did see glimpses of it in Cleveland. And then he went on this ugly little journey within Carolina and the Rams and stuff like that. And you had to put talent around him to really see what he can do. And one thing about Baker is he's a baller. He's just a gamer. That's what you love about him, right? But he can make throws. He can make top tier throws. I'm not saying he has a top tier or a high caliber type of arm, but he can squeeze a key and a keyhole with the football. Now, okay, so if you're going to see, he's going to go in. They have two good backs. You have Rachaad White and you have Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin was going crazy tonight. As you can see, he's going to go in motion right here. Boom. Now, as you see him go in a flat right there. He's open immediately if you want to give it to Rachaad White. But he's going to take the end breaking route to Cotton. You know what I'm saying? To Otten, excuse me. And he's going to take a shot. But, you know what I'm saying? You got to, you know what I'm saying, be able to, you go across this middle. A lot of receivers, a lot of tight ends don't want to go across this middle, but it ain't the same as the old days. You know what I'm saying? The old days, they'd have knocked your head off. But like, that's a nice little slide. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to the rock, you dig? I want you to pay attention to. This is top tier quarterback play. This is, I know what I'm doing. This is, I've been in this system for 3-4 years now. I know my first read, my second read, my third read. And if I got time, I'm going to find somebody. So let's watch this again. Ibuka's going to come in motion right here. Boom. Emeka's going to come in motion, excuse me. Boom, he's going to hit his back foot. He doesn't like this initially, right? He's going to look this way. He looked at him. He's going to look at him. No, he's going to look at him. No, he's going to come back to his initial side. He started from the right. He went to the middle. He went to the left. There was nothing there. He did 3 reads. Now he's going to come back here. He's going to come back and see him coming on this overall, which is the tight end right here. Boom. That is poise in the pocket. That is knowing the offense. That is knowing my reads. You know what I'm saying? That is top tier quarterback play. That is what Ben Johnson is wanting from Caleb Williams. That is what McConnell's wanting from JJ McCarthy. That is what, you know what I'm saying, probably they wanting from Michael Penix Jr. These young quarterbacks, can you go through your progressions 1, 2, 3 and back to where, you know what I'm saying, to find the open man? You dig what I'm saying? Can your line hold up? Are you that comfortable, you know what I'm saying, to go through your progressions like that? You dig what I'm saying? That's top tier quarterback play. At it again, boom, he's gonna look right here. No, he want the initial flat route he doesn't want. He looks at 17, I don't want that. He looks back at 2, Ibuka, he doesn't want that. He see, this is a zone. This is a zone. This is why I say that if you're a defense, you made the quarterback work. You made the offensive line work. You feel what I'm saying? You just running all this man. It's not really making the quarterback. All they have to do is block it, and all he has to do is put the ball up for your receiver to make a play. For real. That's all you're really doing. Especially if he wins immediately, the receiver. Now, with this zone, he has to read the defense. On top of that, if you're looking at Houston, you're saying you want this because you have a Will Anderson. You have a DeAndre Hunter. They supposed to get home. This is on a D-line. Back end held up. You feel what I'm saying? This is on the D-line. And not to say that their D-line is trash, because they're going to make plays. They had Hunter had a sack. Will Anderson had a sack. This defense was flying around tonight. But this is just one of the plays where you don't get home. And this is zone. This is a nice zone. It might be a cover 3 zone because it's a single high safety, but it's definitely a zone. And they're passing everything off. The safety gets beat because he crosses his face at the end, and as he throws it to a spot. All he's doing is throwing it to a spot. You dig what I'm saying? The open area in the field. He's throwing it to a spot, and that's just a great pass. But you made him work for it, though. I'm not just seeing one-on-one coverage on the outside, throwing it up, and you know what I'm saying, like the Nico Collins play. Now let's get to the understanding of why I'm saying that CJ Stroud is regressing. Regardless if you have Christian Kirk out there or not, I don't know how many other receivers they're missing. You still have Schultz and you still have Nico Collins. You still have valuable weapons at the tight end spot and at the receiver spot. With, you know what I'm saying, you have Nick Chubb is not the old Nick Chubb, but you got to find ways to get dubs. You got to find a way to put yourself in position to, you're in the red zone. They had a lot of red zone, you know what I'm saying, attempts of red zone drives. They just didn't get no points out of it. You dig what I'm saying? So let's run it again. This is a 3rd and 9. This is the money down, right? So you're going to have him hit his back foot. You got the swing route there. He's going to come with him on the running back right here. I keep pointing when I got the mouse. He's going to come with him. He's going to come with him. He's going to come with him. He's going to come with him, right? He's basically, this is man. This is man. This is man coverage right here. Nico runs the button hook. David is checking the tight end Schultz right here. He leaks out late. Line is holding up. You got to make a pass. You have to make this throw. You have to throw him open. This is the NFL. You have to throw him open. That is a bad pass. That's why I said he's regressing. It's man to man. You have to throw him open. You didn't even give him a chance to make a play. You throw it to a spot and you give him a chance to make a play. So now this is the other touchdown pass that Baker Mayfield had. So we're going to run it. Okay, you got Bucky Irvin in the backfield. You have Otten in the slot. You have Sterling Shepard. You have Mike Evans. When they get Chris Godwin back, this offense is deadly. It is. This is one of the best, if not the best wide receiver group. It is the best wide receiver group. Maybe the Chargers because they got some good pieces over there. I'm not counting Philly because of Jalen Hurts. I'm going to keep it a buck. If you don't got a quarterback that's really like that, when it comes down to slinging this pill, to put up some points, to be dangerous, then you just got pieces. You ain't really like that. But with this right here, bro, okay, you have a free rusher coming in. This is basically a screen pass right here. Boom. They're going to get it out. This is basically a tunnel screen. So they bring Will Anderson in free to get the lineman out. The ball comes out, right? Now, they missed the tripping call or whatever the case may be. But if you look at, this is the perfect play. If you look at, you know what I'm saying, the field right here, all of this space with a blocker in front of him, boom. They should have called that, you know what I'm saying, if you want to bring that back. And just getting your playmakers in space, having them do their thing. He's going to actually run him over. He's going to, you know what I'm saying, run him over. And he's going to get the touchdown right here. 2 early touchdowns for Baker Mayfield. Now, this is 3rd and 14. This is CJ Stroud and them. This is it is 10 to 14. We thinking this gonna be a good game, but it was 10 to 14 really early on, and it kind of stayed right here for a while. But this is a 3rd and 14 play. They're driving, they're beyond their 50-yard line, so they're trying to basically get in position to get a field goal. We're about to see it right here. As you see right now, they're showing a single high safety. Okay, they have people at the line of scrimmage. They're showing blitz right on a 3rd and 14. Now, let's see what they do. They don't come. They decide to back out of it post-snap. Matter of fact, they do come. They just come from a different area. Now, we talking Todd Bowles. We know Todd Bowles is similar to Spags. He likes to send them. Regardless of down the distance, regardless of whatever the case may be, don't really matter the down. If Todd Bowles feels he needs to get pressure, I don't know why he does it, because I feel like their D-line is decent, but he does it anyway. So he goes back, you know what I'm saying? Now you have guys at the line of scrimmage trying to race to get back, you know what I'm saying, into their zones or whatever they're trying to do. And I feel like that's why I said CJ Stroud regressed, because when you have these type of blitzes, you have to find the open space or the open guy. One of the two. Either there's open space somewhere, because you got to remember, he's coming from the line of scrimmage. So the guy that didn't blitz has to run back to a spot. So you have to find within your route combinations or within your progression where the open space is and where the open guy. So let's run it again. Boom. He's going to hit his back foot. He's you know what I'm saying, he's fading, but the blitz is coming. The rush is coming from his side. He feels that. So he's swinging. Now he starts to run back the opposite way. Now he's trying to create, but he's so far back that it's just nothing's going to happen like that. You feel what I'm saying? There's nothing that can happen like that. That's why I said he has regressed a little bit, because it's like, once you see that blitz, you have to find the open area or the open man. You dig what I'm saying? He tried to create, but you reversing field just put you, it seemed like, and I got the all-22, but I don't think it'll come out till tomorrow. It seemed like when he was fading, when he was, you know what I'm saying, floating to his left, and then he cut back and went back to the right, it took him out of the play, because it seemed like the play was destined to go to the left side of the field, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. I don't have the all-22 right now. You know what I'm saying? It don't come out till tomorrow. there's any team that can run man to man, if there's any team, like I said, if there's any team, Houston can be so dynamic on defense because of Stingley. And you have 2 dynamic pass rushers. There's no reason in hell that the Houston Texans shouldn't probably have the number 1 or number 2 defense this year. Period. Because you have the pieces. And you have the pieces to scheme to make it difficult on offenses. What do I mean by that? Okay, you say Stingley, take him away. You travel, you take him away. Everything else, we're going to run. Everybody else, do your assignment. Whatever the play is, you do your assignment. So if we're running zone, Stingley is the only person playing man. If we're playing man to man, you get your man. If we're playing cover 3, only person that's in man is Stingley. If we're playing cover 4, the only person that's in man is Stingley. You take him away. That's it. That's all. Now, if we want to rush 4 and put everybody in zone and have Stingley play man, you can do that too. You have so much wiggle room to do whatever you want on defense because of the pieces and players that you have. So let's run it again. Now, he does get beat a couple of times in this game, but it's not as much as what you would see from a regular corner. So let's run it. Baker Mayfield, he's going to run this. Mike Evans is going to run this. Basically, he's going to run a go route, but Baker Mayfield is going to put this ball so perfect. Is this the play? I don't think so. It's not. I don't think so. Okay, that's the Shepherd play. It's a play in here that he ran. That when they ran that, that's why I said Baker Mayfield has jumped. He has jumped up the list because he's He's throwing people open now. He doesn't have to see it open. It doesn't have to be wide open. He's throwing people open. A 3rd and 2. We're in the 3rd quarter. Let's run it and see. We got stack formations at the bottom of the screen. You got 2 receivers at the top. As you can tell, this is a Todd Bowles defense. He's going to press the issue. He has everybody. I think Todd Bowles reminds me like of more of Rex Ryan and his defense as well. Like the exotic blitzes. We don't know who's coming, who's this, who's that. You dig what I'm saying? Because like there's nobody really checking this slot receiver right here. We don't know who's coming out of this. You just got to know. The one thing about that is even though you don't know who's coming, you have to also be aware of who, when they do drop, whoever drops, where do they drop at? So you might actually read it right. Like, okay, I know he's coming and he's fading back, but you also have to be aware of where is he fading at? Where is he dropping back at? I can't just hurry up and get rid of the ball because if I get rid of the ball in his zone, he might pick it off. So let's run it and see it. Boom. They don't come. They show like they was going to come, but they don't come, right? Now you got Levante David racing back to this middle zone. He's the corner is running back to this deep zone. He has a deep zone right here. He's fading back. This is a zone. This is basically, I would say a cover 4. Maybe a cover 2. I would say maybe a cover 2 because you see this corner right here playing this area. He's playing this area right here. The 2 deep safeties, more like a cover 2, cover 4 for sure. Now, CJ Stroud you can't get. Come on, bro. This is what I'm saying. So let's watch it. When he comes off the edge, the back doesn't really get him for real. He runs through the back, first of all. But CJ has to slide. You got to feel that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to feel that and slide in this type of direction. It's like you're just sitting there and you're waiting too late. I know you're trusting your back, but you still have to have some caution to the wind to be able to feel him come off this edge and slide this way. Because if you slide this way, now you put pressure on these 2 defenders right here. Am I going to Dalton Schultz? Man, remember he's this corner that ran out here. He has this area. You have him behind him. The safety is a little bit deeper than that. Can you fit this ball in this window? But this only happens if you slide. Even him right here. Let's look at 14. And this is the thing. This is the things that they look at as well. So it's not like I'm just sitting here blabbing, telling them what to do. No, these are things that they're going to do as well when they go back and look at the footage, bro. So as he comes off this edge right here, 14's going to run a stop route. He doesn't. This is why I say he regressed, because you have to. I wouldn't say that he's hot, but you have to know the down and distance. This is 3rd and 2. You have to know that he came off the edge and you have to know where is my short route. If they're doubling Dalton Schultz, the next read needs to be him. Or maybe he needs to be the first read. I don't know what his progressions are supposed to be, but 14 is open coming off the break. He is open. This is on CJ Stroud. You feel what I'm saying? Are you trying to bite off more than you can chew at this point? At this point, just get the first down. But as he's running through your back, which is not a good thing, CJ Stroud missing. Come on, bro. He's showing you his numbers. This is why I say that he has regressed. Because like what is like, come on, bro. Hopefully I do get to this play because I want to show y'all the play to show you how well Baker Mayfield is throwing his ball right now. But it's 3rd and 8. You got a trips down at the bottom right here with the single receiver, which is Mike Evans, and you see Stingley, he's pressing them, right? You got the safety creeping down a little bit in the box, and you got number 2, he's, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. So let's run it and see what it is. Boom. He comes down like he's going to blitz. He blitzes. So they're running man to man with a safety in the middle. So you got Mike Evans at the top of the screen right here. He's going to go right there. Now watch this throw. I want you to watch the throw. This throw is beautiful. Oh, not this one. Okay, not this one. Not this one. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. It's the throw that he makes that's like, damn, he put that bitch right there. But that's what I'm saying. Stingley, you can say take him away. He can do his best. Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer himself. So this was the tall task, but he did a great job. You know what I'm saying? He did if it's anybody that I would say, hey, you can leave him alone out there, it's Stingley for sure. Now they have quads at the bottom. This is a 5 wide receiver set. They have quads at the bottom. Mike Evans and Stingley at the top of the screen right here. I want you to watch this. This is 2 high safety as well. So let's run it. Boom. So it's basically man to man. As you can see, you see the 4 defenders over here. Playing man, the 4 receivers over here. This is all a distraction because he knows he's going here to the 1. He's going to the one-on-1. 100%. Watch this throw. Boom. He throws him open. He throws him open. This is what I mean by when you're progressing as a quarterback. Like, if that's a rookie, I don't know if they're trying that. It's not that's a savvy vet type of throw. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is a top tier corner over here, right? You cannot miss. You cannot make a mistake. He will make you pay for it. So he's running again. Boom. This back shoulder throw right here. He doesn't even know the ball is coming. He doesn't even know the ball is coming at all. Mike Evans, Hall of Famer. Ugh. This is why I'm so high on Tampa Bay. Because of Baker Mayfield, the offense and the defense. It's a complete team. Like, this is a team that you have to deal with, bro. If they stay healthy, like I think they're better than the Philadelphia Eagles, in my opinion. I think once they like get confident, especially if they get Chris Godwin back this year, and they can move Emeka into the slot, and then you still have Sterling Shepard. You dig what I'm saying? Like, they have 2 good backs. Like, this offense is crazy work. And Baker is pulling the trigger. He is not gun shy at all. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, this is just a crazy throw, bro. Crazy throw. Quarter, 2nd and 1. You know what I'm saying? They got stack formation at the top right here. This is Nick Chubb in the backfield. Let's run it and see what it is. This is going to be play action right here. You're going to see 81 come underneath the formation right here. He's going to work his way through this traffic. That's actually a great job by him by not falling. Because if he falls, this play is really over with. CJ got to go get it with his legs. So he's going to come out. He's going to come out of that. Boom. You see green grass, space and opportunity. Get it to him. Bop. Let him run with it. You know what I'm saying? Make a play, bro. Bop, bop, bop. Boom. Making a play. That was one of their best plays of the night. Now you have the good CJ and you have the bad CJ. And this is what I'm saying. When you have a Nico Collins, you make sure you give him a chance. He has to at least touch the ball. Now, if it drop, if it hit his hand, or whatever, then it is what it is. But you have to at least give him a chance to make a play. Now, let's watch it again. Boom. It's a sprint out. Sprint left. Whatever it's going to be. We're probably going to have somebody run an out route. He's going to probably run the corner. He's going to run to the back pylon. He's going to run to the front pylon. You probably have somebody on the outside right here come underneath on the drag. What I'm saying, bro, it's levels. That's basically what it is. If you ever play Madden, this is levels with a sprint out. So let's run it. He's going to run it on the line right here to the front of the pylon. He needs to get more depth, though. I will say that Nico needs to get more depth. He needs to be headed towards the back of the pylon. You dig what I'm saying? There's too much. There's not enough space between these two. Now, he's supposed to throw it to the back pylon back here. But as you can see, he doesn't give him a chance to even make a play. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, this is one of them elite throws where you throw him open. You have to throw it to where as though like only he can get it, but it's one of them tight throws. You dig what I'm saying? And you don't want him to turn the ball over because it's the red zone. You want to get points. You dig what I'm saying? But even in this was fourth and goal. This is fourth down. So you might as well give him a chance. Like this, matter of fact, I take that back. You can turn it over right here because it's fourth down. So you make sure you give him a chance to make a play on the ball, whether he got to wrestle it away from the corner or not. My opinion, bro. And he doesn't even touch it. We got Baker Mayfield, and we know that he can make plays with his legs, even though he's not the fastest, but he knows when. This is how I know that he has progressed in the NFL. He has progressed in learning defenses and reading them and knowing when to not to do things and not to do things. They're going to run this man right here. As you can see, Stingley on Mike Evans. He traveled this game as well. As y'all know, they're going to blitz right here. Boom. They're going to blitz on the end. He's going to blitz right. So they sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They sent 6. I don't even know why, like, on 3rd and 10, I'm not for what? You have 2 good pass rushers. If you can get pressure with 4 and play coverage behind it, it is one of the most irritating things for an offense. And if you can stop the run with not putting 8 in the box, it is the most irritating thing for an offense. Why? Because now he has to sit back there and decipher the zones and make throws between areas in which anything can happen. If you go look at the Charger game and how they play defense, that's exactly what I'm trying to explain. So let's run it. Boom. He's going to hit his back foot. You see the area right here? Since they have 6, the rest of these 5 guys are in man. So all he has to do is get past the line of scrimmage, which he's going to do. There's nobody there. On 3rd and 10, for the life of me, bruh. Y'all do this shit at the most, like, why? On 3rd and 10. For what? You want the sack that bad? If you can't get pressure with front 4 and playing coverage, something is wrong. Something is wrong. You have a 1st round draft pick and Will Anderson. You have a sack leader one of these years and DeAndre Hunter. What is we doing? Duh. Like, why wouldn't you do that? And then y'all going to do the same thing late in the game. I said I'm gonna keep saying it, and I hopefully, you know what I'm saying, y'all see the video and y'all don't look at it a certain way and try to, you know what I'm saying, I be saying the comments sometimes, but it's all coming from the heart and it's all coming from a good place. So now you get CJ Stroud. You done got a punt return in this game. You done got a punt blocked in this game. Like you couldn't capitalize on shit. Let's run it. So they blocked the punt right here, bro. They get the ball and basically at like the 20-yard line or something like that, right? You dig what I'm saying? Shit is starting to turn around for the Houston Texans. They all happy, you feel what I'm saying? Boom, everything is starting to turn around for CJ Stroud. I'm thinking, all right, this is where Houston's going to take the game over. Like they're at home, you know what I'm saying? They special teams play their ass off for Houston. 3rd and 10, money down. The money down. I'm gonna show you why he has regressed. If you want to say, well, he ain't got no weapons out there, cool. That's on you. But from what I'm looking at, it's like, bro, I feel like you're missing where you're supposed to go with the ball because you're holding the ball because you're trying to play hero ball. Let's run it. Now, boom, 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 boom. He's already biting down 35. He's playing the slant. You have Nico Collins coming open right here. Oh, actually, he runs. I don't like, to be honest, I don't like, they actually get pressure, first of all. They get pressure. Let's keep it 100. They get pressure. Pressure's in his face immediately. They're playing man. He shouldn't be stopping right here. He should be coming across the field. he should be coming across the field. Make them run. If they're going to play man, make them either run vertically or make them run crossers. Let's stop acting like we don't know how to be man. Both these defenses play a lot of man because they're confident in their corners, they're confident in their D linemen, they're confident in their defensive schemes when it comes down to Todd Bowles blitzing and when it comes down to D'Amico Ryan's defense and them. They're confident. They should be. They have great defenses. This is top 5 defense on both sides of the ball, both sides of the teams. Now, he's going to throw this ball right here. What the fuck? Bruh. If he would have picked this off and y'all didn't get no points, what the fuck, bro? Man to man. That's why I said that the route combination is trash. Why would you have him stop right here in the middle of the field? Why? For what? Let's run into some more. Boom, boom. He comes free, right? He really he's looking here, but he's coming down. He's already on he's running downhill. If he throws this, he might jump in front of it. But let's run into some more. Boom. That's what I'm saying. He ends up stopping right here. He should continue on to the free space, right? He backs up some more. He just throws it up. I don't know what he was trying to throw to. He just throws it up. But if anything, I would have Nico Collins continue on this way and have him just throw it out, throw it to a spot, throw it to a free spot and see what they do. But this was almost picked, man. CJ Stroud played a bad game, in my opinion. He did. So I'm thinking like they about to eat up all the clock. It's about to be over with. Tampa Bay gonna win this game. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Boom, let's run it. Like I said, play zone, rush 4. You have dogs. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you have, this is what that should have been the whole game, bro. Like, you might blitz seldomly, but like, what the fuck? This is why I'm like, what? Like, there's no way you have these 2 edge rushers and you need to do all of this blitzing with man to man. You do that when you can't generate pressure with your front 4. Let's start playing fucking football, man. I know defense just as well as I know offense. Like I probably don't know the concepts like I know the offense, but I know the general, you know what I'm saying, objective when it comes to shit. Like if I can get pressure with my front 4, this is how they beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. If I can get pressure with my front 4 and play everything back, put everybody in coverage on the back end, it forces him to hold the ball and read the defense and have to decipher where to go with the ball. On top of that, the front 4 is killing. If I'm lying, let me know. Nitty gritty. Now we get to the play of the game. When I seen this shit, Baker Mayfield went up my list. When I seen this, Baker Mayfield is better than Trevor Lawrence. Baker Mayfield is better than Geno Smith. I'm not going to say he better than Herbert right now. Baker Mayfield is better than... It's a lot of like people I can't name right now that I want to name. Like he is better than, because he has developed so much in Tampa Bay that it's scary for that NFC side, because you have to deal with these Buccaneers, bro. You have to. People screaming Atlanta and all that. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. Watch it. Now, like I said in my TikTok video, you're going to see on 4th and 10. Why? For what? I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do. It's bad when you have a front 4 like Houston has. That's why it's bad. That's why you force him, you rush 4, put everybody in coverage, and you force him to beat you making a pass. Bro, this is too easy, bro. All I have to do, he knows that his man. Even if he wanted to throw the Otten, that would have been a first down, to be honest. If he wanted to throw the ball to Otten in the flat, it would have been a first down, first of all. Second of all, he knows that his man, look at his back turn. He knows. Trust me, he knows. All he has to do is make him miss. Watch it. That's all he has to do. He missed. There's nobody here. You have to start respecting the fact that these quarterbacks can make you miss in a phone booth and they're going to make you pay with their legs. Not like, bruh, if anything, you're going to have to beat me making a bomb-ass fucking throw. Let's run it. He's going to get the first down and more, bruh. There's nobody in sight for the next 20 yards on a 4th and 10. And I feel like if I'm Will Anderson and DeAndre Hunter, like I feel disrespected. Like, you think we can't get home on 4th and 10 when I know they got to pass? And I get to pin my ears back? Are you serious? Come on, bruh. What is we doing? After he made this play, I knew they was going to win.